when we planned this, I really didn't expect this many people to come and all this celebration, but I'm glad all these people are here today. I asked Joe Gordy to give a little brief history of the park first.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And Mr. Ex-Mayor, good to have you with us. Yank had asked me to sort of review some things we've done through the years here in Burnt Corn Park. When I started trying to do some research, we could not figure out how many years ago this started. We think it was back in the mid to late 90s. So the things that I'll just mention, some of them you're very aware of, some of them you maybe will be excited to know that's going to happen in the future. One of the things that the city has done this year especially is grooming and trimming up so many areas of the trees and removing trees that need to be taken out in the park. And I think as you walk around you'll notice that. Walkways and trails throughout the park. This is probably the most used park in Brewton. It's interesting to see how many people are walking their wives or husbands or the dogs, not necessarily in that order in the afternoon. There are additional power resources in the park so that as we continue to grow, we can get some more of these booths out of the sunshine and into the shade so you can spend more money with them. One of the things that's quite obvious when you cross from churches is the skateboard park that was done a few years back, and it's one of the most used areas of the park in addition to the walkways. So we're getting the youngsters to come in with their skateboards as well as the families that want to walk their animals and dogs there. Another thing we're attempting to do beginning this year was to plant some areas of seedlings and seeding wildflowers in some areas of the park so that as you're walking you can enjoy the beautiful flowers that probably were here once upon a time. The other thing that we've done, this is in a floodplain, as all of you know, and there are some restrictions that the government has given us as to what we can and can't do. The can't do list is much longer than the can do, but we have added some benches that we've refurbished in some areas of the walkways in the park, and hopefully we're going to be able to get permission to maybe begin putting a few memorial benches down here to help if people want to stop and take a break along the walkways. An area that was just done last year, and Ted was here and very instrumental in helping us get this done. Over to the right side of the park, there's one of the old cisterns that has been restored that actually is where the water from the city used to come from. Believe it or not, if you'll sort of wander around behind that, you'll see 3 springs that are there that are still flowing after all these years. But that's where the city water originally came from, and I think it's quite interesting to know that. The other thing that we've done recently is to take the old Shell station, which is down right by the bridge, paint it, restore it. We're going to try to do some more refurbishing on it, and perhaps that could be an area for indoor people want to come in and have cooking out or picnic areas. The other thing that's been mentioned is to possibly have an area of rentals for canoes and floats to float the creek, and there's been a lot of positive reaction to that. Another thing that's just been mentioned by our present mayor is the acquisition of an area across on the other side of the Burnt Corn Creek that is behind Arby's, and hopefully there's some major plans in the works to improve those areas, and there'll possibly be a walking bridge there, and we need to thank, I'd especially like to thank, is from the tree board, our retired mayor, Mr. Jennings, for his support and the city council support through all we've done. And also, I'd like to say a special thank you to Yank, our present mayor, for the support of the cities. And if there are any other questions or things that I've forgotten about, I'll let him cover that. But thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoy Burnt Corn Park. Thanks.
You know, Mayor Jennings and I were talking a minute ago. I wish I had some pictures to show everybody, if you can't remember, what this area looked like before Mayor Jennings started making it into a park. There was a row of dilapidated buildings over here. There was a junkyard over here. It wasn't anything like it looks today, with all the beautiful trees and grass and walking paths. And now that I'm in elected office, I can appreciate the effort he has gone to over the years to get these sidewalks and planters and everything put into this park. It took a lot of effort on his part. But today I wanted to read a proclamation and present it to Mayor Jennings. This proclamation, in recognition of outstanding public service on behalf of the city, whereas the Honorable Mayor Ted Jennings served from 1988 to 2012, earning his place as the longest serving mayor in the history of the city, and whereas Mayor Jennings was instrumental in the establishment and improvement of public spaces and revitalization of downtown Brewton through the Main Street program, and whereas Mayor Jennings worked tirelessly and diligently to establish Burnt Corn Creek Park, where current and future generations will enjoy the natural beauty, access to Burnt Corn Creek, and scenic walking trails in the heart of our city, and whereas Mayor Jennings served the city, state, and region as a public servant of distinction and vision, now therefore be it proclaimed by the mayor and city council of the city of Brewton, Alabama, that from this day forward, Burnt Corn Creek Park shall be henceforth known as Jennings Park, in sincere appreciation for Mayor Jennings' dedication and service provided to the citizens of the city of Brewton, Alabama. Proclaimed this 15th day of June 2013, Yank Lovelace Mayor. Congratulations.
You know, anything that I had thought about that I wanted to say, when you're standing up here, this is such a humbling experience, and one that I am so appreciative of. So you don't have to worry about, or you do have to worry about the fact I don't have a speech prepared. A lot of times that means it goes on and on, but I think the sun will take care of that today. I want to thank Mayor Lovelace. He called me in his office yesterday, and fortunately I was sitting down when he told me that they were going to dedicate the park to me today. After thanking Mayor Lovelace, I told him, I said, Yank, I'm really not sure you should do that. And he said, well, it doesn't matter, it's done, be there at 10. And I got up and left. There's so many people, you know, that are really responsible for what has happened here. I would like to thank the Mayor Lovelace and the City Council. Like to thank my family for all of their support and standing there and telling me that everything I was doing was wrong and that it should be done a different way, and so we had a chance to review that. To the employees of the City of Brewton, those of you who have heard me before, I have told you that they are the very best. We're fortunate in this community to have people that care as much about this community as they do. I have said before, and I mean it in all sense, I'd put them up against any workforce, anywhere, anytime, at any day. Y'all are outstanding, and I appreciate that, and the people of this community I know appreciate that. I'd like to thank the Tree and Beautification Board. Nothing happens in these parks that they don't approve. So if you want something done in them, you're going to have to go through them, and they do an outstanding job for this community. But I guess most of all, I want to thank the people of this community. The park may be renamed for me or my family, whatever, but the truth of the matter, there are so many people throughout this area that have worked tirelessly to make Brewton a great place to live. And they continue to work, they continue to plan, they continue to move us forward to make Brewton truly one of the great small towns in America. We have been very fortunate in this community. God has blessed us very much, and I know that He will continue to do so, and we will continue to move forward. Again, I know I don't deserve this. I am very grateful for it. It means more to me than you will ever know, and I thank you.
Well, thank you, Mayor Jennings, and I appreciate everybody coming today, and enjoy the festival.